Hi, I'm Charlie. I'm with Summit Construction Group. We're out here today in South Minneapolis. We're going to take a look at a slate roof build. This roof behind me is 87 years old. The home was built in 1937. Tomorrow we're going to be ripping off this slate roof and putting on a new system. We're going to be using a Spanish slate in black. They call it color Cupa number 7. There's going to be an 8-inch exposure with an 18-inch tile and a 10-inch headlamp. What we're going to do tomorrow is rip all the slate off, install ice and water shield at all the eaves, and then put a synthetic underlayment covering the entire roof. Everywhere else, ice and water shield doesn't go. We came out and inspected this roof, and as you can see, there's a lot of tiles that are starting to slide out and slip. They've broken through the fastener. There's a lot of cracking to the tiles and a lot of flakiness and brittleness. You can find this on the entire roof out at this property. We're not going to be doing anything with the rubber section of this roof. Some other areas that we're going to address, you've got heat tape here. This is going to come off, get put back on. That's to prevent ice dams. This dormer flashing here, we've got copper dormer flashing. All this dormer flashing is going to be replaced. We'll have to cut the siding up to get the dormer flashing out, the new stuff installed, and then replace the siding and paint it to match. This is one of the slate tiles we're using. We've got 9, 10, 11, and 12-inch wide tiles. There's going to be an 8-inch exposure. For certain tiles, when you need to create a nailing hole, take your hammer, punch a hole right in it, do 2 of those. If you need to cut the slate, use the slate shear, and it cuts like butter. All right, we're out here day 1 of the slate build, Minneapolis. Right now we've got setup complete. We got the guys ripping slate off the roof. Goes a little bit slow, but we should be done in about 3 to 4 hours. We've got our property protection set up, so we lay OSB and plywood down. We've got a lift coming in here later today to get the slate onto the roof, so we don't want to dig the yard up. We've also got OSB set up to protect the windows and some of the sides of the home. All right, we're out here day 2 of the slate job in Minneapolis. You guys can see we've got different piles of slate sorted down here with the different width and different sizes. That makes sure that we distribute the different profiles evenly across the roof. You can see they're laying slate tiles down up here behind me. We've got our step flashing installed right over here. And we've got most of the front of the roof done and working on the back now. Spec for slate roofing calls for copper accessories, so we use copper nails to fasten the shingle to the roof deck, and then we use all copper flashings. All right, we're out here, final day of the slate build in South Minneapolis. This is day 4. It's a 4-day build. We're gonna go around and take a look at some of the points of the project. You can see on the front dormers, we have our new copper dormer flashing installed on both the front dormers. We've got new dormer flashing installed around the back side of the house as well, and then copper valleys too. We've got our new copper chimney flashing installed, and you can see the step flashings tuck pointed into the grout on the sides of the chimney. On the back side, we have new copper turtle vents installed for the attic venting. On this side, we have more copper turtle vents. We've got a copper pipe jack for the plumbing stack, more copper dormer flashing, a small copper valley, and then a copper rain diverter. All right, so we're here with Dr. Bruce. He's the owner of this home behind us. Dr. Bruce, you've lived here for 42 years, right? Yep. And it's the first new roof since Bruce has lived in the home, so the prior roof is 80-some years old. And project took about, what, 4, 5, 6 days? I think it was about 5 days.
5 days.
And I just want to ask you a couple questions. How was your overall experience during the project?
Oh, it was Really a pleasure, actually. Appreciated the fact that you all did all the work with working with the insurance company and scheduled everything, and things went according to plan. Appreciated the efficiency of the men that were working on the roof the whole time.
Yeah, thank you. Let me ask you, what impressed you most about working with Summit?
Well, I think it was very hands-on. I was informed of every step of the way, and anytime there was a complication, it seemed to get solved pretty quickly. And furthermore, I think I was very impressed that the two owners were on site for most of the project, one all the time and one the other, half the time at least.
So overall, Bruce, are you pretty happy with the finished look, or what do you think?
Yeah, no, I think it's a spectacularly good-looking roof, and I was a little surprised, but very pleasantly surprised.
Sure. Well, I can speak for the whole company. I can say I'm really happy to have you as a client. We're grateful to be working with you, and we thank you for your business.
My pleasure. You do great work.
Yep, thank you, sir.